Alright everyone, welcome to the stream. Tonight we are casting Ember versus Dark Matter, two very strong teams. I'm actually joined tonight by my co-caster slash analyst, James Boak.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Hopefully I'm not muted.
Nope, not this time.
Perfect.
Alright, so yeah, this is going to be a very interesting match. Last time we saw Dark Matter coming back from a 0-3 and I believe like a 3-1. So very good games, very good rounds. I'm very excited to see what Ember and Dark Matter bring to the table tonight. Right now we are waiting for the lobby to come up, so I'm going to throw us back into an intermission, and we'll see you then. Alright, we are paused. And we are back. Lobby is up. We are starting with this auto shop warehouse looking objective on sand, being the first map. What are your thoughts on this objective, James? How do you feel about it?
So I don't feel like I can really speak to sand too much based upon our performance and lack of playing time on it. However, I can speak of a couple of things. The spawn on this is probably one of the closer ones on this map. So the spawn for Marsok is at the well in the northeast, and the spawn for Volk is underneath the main two-story building. So time to get onto objective is not that dissimilar for the two teams, so you could see a very quick round. Multiple entrances, hard to get flanking opportunities past a certain area because you can lock down the north and the southeast cross as Volk. So but there's still opportunities to push directly into objective. Use of smoke, utility, I think we'll see a lot of that. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Especially with Ember being so so quick to the trigger on getting that objective, especially if we see Quokka, which we do.
Quokka, yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be rough. If with these spawns, with how fast they are, we could see Quokka on objective in the first 15 seconds, 30 seconds, if they play it that way.
For sure.
It's just so fast. Let's see, with Ember starting off on defense, gonna be quick. I expect them to hold these doors very early. I think that's gonna be one of their main objectives. They're definitely gonna throw somebody up on this roof, like you said, watching that southward cross. Very powerful for catching that. There's not a lot of cover trying to get across there. Let's see.
There's a couple of little sneaky spots on the objective which we encountered in our last game. There's a little one overwatching the entrance to the east of the objective, which is quite nice, just tucked in on the top floor. And yeah, another one you can also tuck in on the other corner on the top as well. Work quite well.
We also learned that if you detonate a C4 on the roof of the hallway, you will catch any of your fellow teammates inside of the warehouse.
Yep.
I wonder who figured that one out.
Very easy to apparently use 3 syringes in one round, all on teammates.
Yeah, especially when your co-captain decides to yeet himself off of scaffolding. Ramp.
Yes, that's the reason why I was downed. Entirely.
100%. It looks like we got all of Ember in here, just waiting on Dark Matter. How many times do you think Doctor's gonna get TK'd by her own team this match?
I'm gonna go with 0 because I've just found out that Aqua's not gonna make it tonight because she's not feeling well. Which is unfortunate. So
unfortunate.
Someone else will be taking the helm tonight.
Because I swear, every match that I've casted Dark Matter, Doctor has gotten TK'd.
By the same person? Is there like a
different?
Is
people.
it like there's a Kesney in the team, or
no? This is like a coup against Doctor.
Nice. So I feel like if it's a different person each time, then she can't lay blame on the person, and therefore no one's really going to get in trouble. It's a good tactic. I like it.
I mean, she could just punish the whole team.
Oh well, true. But you know.
I don't even want to begin
coming out on top because
to ponder what punishments.
Team killed quite a lot, so
yeah, no kidding.
Just looking at their little profile pictures, I'm not sure which one I like the most in terms of color. I think Pheno's looks a bit different from the others. I quite like that sort of more subtle profile picture.
I haven't looked at them in a while. Are they still all the same?
They're all those
different colors.
Circly things.
Circly things.
Yeah. High Voltage has got the most colours. Esco and Pheno have the least.
That sounds kind of fitting, honestly.
Yeah, probably. What else? Just going through, looking at stats and all that sort of fun stuff. So they met each other in Season 10, and Ember came out on top. The maps they played were Quarantine, which we'll see today. They also played Bazaar, and one map went each way, so 2 maps we'll see today. Sand will be the wild card. So Dark Matter won Quarantine 4-2. Dark Matter are known for their Quarantine performance. In scrims against them, Mayhem have struggled at times. In official matches, we've come out on top generally, but they're very good on Quarantine. Bazaar, Ember are very good on Bazaar. That Quokka cap still haunts me, and I've seen them occur on other objectives too. He'll just rush in, find a sneaky way through from behind or around the side, or just straight down the center, and before you know it, you're capped on. So yeah, looking forward to watching those maps, and then looking forward to any interesting tactics on this map.
Yeah, Quokka's Hooker's a sneaky little boy, that's for sure. See if I can.
I wonder if
pull
he's
some
ever
things up.
seen a quokka in real life.
It's funny because I saw a
No one
meme
from...
the other day about quokkas, how they're terrible parents because they throw their kids into danger so they can escape. And I was like, this is definitely Quokka throwing his team so he can cap.
That's brutal.
Like we're
Just
still...
messaging Aqua to see where Dark Matter are at.
Might have a rotation from Ember. One of them dropped. Oh, they're dropping out of the lobby, it looks like.
Oop.
We'll go ahead
Yeah.
and throw up an intermission while we figure out the issue. Alright, I just went to... All right, everyone. Welcome back. Apologies for the long, elongated delay on that. But we are back up. We are running, and we are currently filling up the lobby.
So we have a change in objective because we've had to have a rehost. We talked previously about the objective in the middle of the map, the garage, the garage.
Yep.
Now in the northwest corner, which is underneath the billboard. I don't know what we call this one, but it's under the billboard.
Like a, I don't know, like a,
Workshop,
I want to say gas
maybe?
station, but at the same time, it does not look like a gas station. Yeah, like a, but there's already an auto shop.
Is it?
Like
Okay.
a weird warehouse. I don't know. The texture
Probably
is
on
convincing on this billboard.
Koiza's map. Well, see, that is a very good texture on that billboard.
Huh. Well, we will see different play styles, considering this one's more jam-packed into a corner. Really kind of narrows the opportunities on where you can come from. However, actually, there's a pretty good angles you can get on surrounding this objective with these walls being where they're at.
I'm going to do my job and pull up. So this is called garages. This one here.
Okay.
I called the other one a garage when it's called repair shop. So this is garages. And the spawn for it is in the southeast corner. For Marsok, and for Volk it is on the west road, halfway down.
Gotcha. All right, all right. Definitely gonna change the tactics that's gonna be utilized. There's 4 points, possible points of entry for this objective. Actually 3.
Yeah, you can narrow it down to 3.
Yep.
With defense.
3 points.
Though 2 of those approaches are multifaceted. So the one from the east, you can come out through the long, or you can come out through that doorway close. And then the one in the south is wide enough to sort of be considered a double entry, as you can be coming from each direction. And there's a low wall you can see over and stuff for certain clearing. The one in the northwest, that's more of a single point entry. Be interested to see whether they go for the center roof control. Considering
that's
the
gonna
spawn,
be key.
it's probably quite viable.
Honestly, it's that center roof is a lot like, I would say, comparable to middle of cargo. I mean, holding that is just so powerful. You can see so much, you can control so much.
Yeah.
Or like the sky bridge on Panda Towers. Just,
Yeah, I think that's learning how to use the center roof without overexposing yourself is probably quite a good.
yeah, because it is easy to counter if you're too.
Yeah, find certain crossing lanes, lock them into parts of the map. That was done very effectively against us. So if a team has more map knowledge than the other team, you can see that utilized very well. And I think we'll see that used more if this map gets played more.
Alright. We got 4 out of 5 Ember. Oh, what is...
Oh,
they switched. Yeah, they switched. So 4 out of 5 Dark Matter. 5 Ember. Alright.
Changing these team names, guys. Alright, they've been switched around.
Weird having a co-caster now.
Yeah.
Been doing it alone so much.
It's weird co-casting. I like to talk about the game so much, I just normally talk to myself. Or get ignored by people.
Only by mono.
Yeah, exactly.
I really like the changes that he's made to this map. Koi's made. I think the original map was way too gridlocked and too narrow passagey, if that makes sense. This kind of opens up
Yeah.
more dynamics.
I think this map has quite a, for its size, has quite a steep learning curve. Because if you know this map and you know little hidey holes with the verticality aspect, it's very hard to clear without map knowledge. It's very hard to clear vertical, up high as well as down low as you come around corners. But once you start to understand the spots, I think this could be quite an interesting map. Yeah, it's just getting past that initial learning, that learning curve.
I think it needs to be bigger. It's just so easy to push out and lock down an entire half of the map.
Agreed. Yeah, if you had a bit more ability, yeah, more
And
options.
I don't
For
really think
both bulk
spawn
and mass bulk.
changes could fix that. I think the map is
It's too
just too
small for
small.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
If it had like one more block outwards,
Yep.
I think that would work really well. It'd give
Like
a lot of
that.
options, but then it becomes a different map, though, doesn't it? That's the
Yes.
thing.
I mean, the north has a decent amount of empty space. I really think it could be expanded.
It's quite because as it is at the moment, it is quite a unique map in a few ways, like with the vertical aspect and with the size. But yeah, just a little bit bigger. I prefer bigger maps personally, anyways.
Looks like we are starting a 4v5 for round 1. Whoa, camera fly.
Alright, so I'm going this.
Okay.
Which way am I going?
We'll see how that changes the dynamic of the attack. Looks like Dark Matter's preparing for a full team.
Ember doing some last minute strategizing.
1966.
And they are going for the upstairs control, looks like. Only with one player, though.
Yep, Hailfire taking that verticality. Switch also taking some. They're doing a 3-man Dark Matter push down this southern hallway. Leaving Mad outdoors to hold that long line towards the rooftop.
Stopping that flank as well.
Yep.
Quack has made quite a lot of noise there. He's probably been heard.
Doing a good job at pinching the angles for now. They've slowed down. Boca has drastically changed defense position. Smoke comes out from Matt. Grab the attention of the defense a little bit. This whole attack is basically just stalled. Nade comes out, doesn't catch Matt.
That nab was a little bit overcooked.
Boca's singing.
Fino and Will are approaching their first engagement point in the northwest. This doorway is going to be quite hard to get out of.
Hellfire catching Esco, peeking a little too much. And that brings it down to a 5v3 now. Dark Matter having a 1-man deficit.
Matt is still a bit disjointed. He needs to start moving. Fino and Will are in position for their final attack in the northwest. They're going to encounter Switch very promptly.
See how Fino
Spinner running
attempts
a
to
shield?
slice this.
No, he's
Not. Oh, and the trade. Both of them insta-killing. 2-4
I feel like
now.
that doorway would have been a good shield opportunity.
For sure. Especially for a player like Fino.
Hailfire is now flanking on Will.
Yep, I see it.
And Matt is starting to move in.
I don't know if Will's going to be prepared for this.
Well, he's making a
Holes
bit too
in
much
the
noise.
hallways.
Will's going to pivot. There it
Oh!
is.
What a reaction.
I think Fifi traded. I got one.
Hailfire
Did you
rushed
say
that a little
Fifi?
bit too much.
I like the holes in the hallway, not only for nades, but for casting.
True.
Easy to get in and out. Wondering if that was intended. Light Shaper. Oh, catches from the back. Bringing this to just Matt.
I feel like I've seen this as a common theme with Dark Matter. Matt always seems to be the last person.
Yes, it's very common for him to be a little desynced, I would say.
He does well at it. Often he
yes.
can, he will get a few kills, but maybe just being a little bit closer might help.
We saw him clutch it up in a round on Cargo against Kai, giving them their first point on their way to a 0-3 comeback.
Nice. So the defensive repositioning, just coming a little bit closer to the objective.
Smart thing to do at this time.
They should just tuck in, cover their approaches.
Don't
Worst thing to do
imagine they
here
have
is
an
to get
accurate kill
peaky
count.
and get picked off one at a time.
Bad Outdoors will exploit that if they do, for sure.
Keep eyes on the.
Will they have an accurate kill count?
And a
Yes,
couple
they will have
trades.
they will have an accurate kill count, even though it was a trade. It was checked.
Oh yeah,
So,
they did see the body.
Kill count should be accurate, as long as
That
they
is-
remember that they're playing against 4 players.
Oh, what a weird fight that was. Ember coming out on top though. Light Shaper using the doors to his advantage. Very good play. Staying in cover, popping out, staying in cover, popping out. Kept him alive. But, I mean, even if he went down, there were 2 other Dark Matter just waiting for that refrag.
I felt like they chose very choke pointy final attack staging areas.
Yes.
They decided to come through those 2 doorways close to the objective. Not sure if I would have chosen that as an option. I don't know. Potentially with the shield. I would have liked to have seen Fino with that shield coming through
Either
there.
with the shield or more noise from Matt Outdoors. The position that Matt took would have been beautiful for an LMG or something to just grab attention.
Some more utility as well might have been nice.
Yep. If we had seen smoke thrown out these doors, might have helped their approach.
We'll see how Dark Matter take this defense.
Looks like they're still running 4v5. I guess that's probably going to be their thing for tonight since Doctor can't make it. They might not have a 5th. That is okay. Dark Matters, they're a good team. Don't imagine they'll let this 1-player deficit take them too hard. I've also noticed that this map, I don't know, tends to be leaning towards Marsoc, in my opinion, so we'll see how
I would
that
prefer
dynamic comes
playing
into play.
Marstock on this map, yeah.
For
Depends
sure.
on the objective. This objective
I'm
looks
just
quite
guessing.
Volk,
So,
a bit more
you might
Volk
pull that- Matt, where
centric
am
than
I
some of the
sitting?
other
Is
ones.
that corner right there?
But on the
No, ma'am,
other
follow
objectives,
me.
Marsoc, if you
Okay.
get past certain choke
don't
points, I think
understand
you've
how.
got better opportunity. So, oh, we don't have Zucchini as well.
I don't know.
Like we got a 3-2 split from Ember on the approach, and Quokka and Hailfire immediately are going to take this rooftop. Fino going to contest this. Oh, Fino got caught checking his tablet.
That's a big loss.
Yes, that was key. Fino needed to stop this.
We're seeing a lot of utility usage, which we didn't see in the last round. I think that's going to be very effective. And they've got control of, they've got height looking down on objective, so defenders have to stay tucked in.
Ooh, Will saw my Pikachu switch in the back. Light Shaper couldn't quite get the refrag. Will's getting aggressive, pushing out, looking for Light. Light Shaper can't see her through the smoke, though. They're right next to each other, and they have no idea. As soon as the smoke goes away. Oh, and the trade.
Ooh.
As reactions get tested.
Matt needs to identify this. Esco needs to crash.
Esco's on top, but you can't hear. You can't hear it. Quokka's
cap.
on the objective. Cap. Esco didn't catch it.
Cannot let Quokka get onto objective.
Oh, man.
Oh, damn.
What a beautiful push. It was fast. It was quick. High octane. Exactly what we would expect out of Ember. They used utility. They got control of the high ground. It's exactly what we needed to see from Dark Matter last round. Wow. That was fast. That's what you see out of sand. As soon as you gain those high value points like the rooftop, you just
It's very hard to
choke on them.
get back or counter or anything really, aren't they?
Yep. The only way to counter that would have been in Esco's position, but he was already flustered with everything else that was going on. That it was really too late. Bino going
Maybe
down really hurt them.
Could have put someone down maybe in this sort of radio tower sort of area, looking at those south stairs and just catching them as they come up the stairs. But then you're pretty isolated from objective. Otherwise, you really just need to be holding that roof with maybe a bit more resource. A
And
C4 would have been nice.
Pushing out there, you probably they probably would have ran into each other before he made its radio tower, unless he ducked behind these walls.
The Volk spawn is right here though, on this road. So you've got
I got you. Okay,
you've got good ability to get down there.
that's true.
Oh, we haven't talked about the objective. Is it upstairs or downstairs? It's downstairs in the center building.
Yep. Verticality gonna come into play here.
What's the quickest way?
Very similar spawns,
really
far east,
players,
far west. This is the last objective. Are they going to go for roof control?
Looks like they're doing a similar split. 3-1 Mad Outdoors. Might take his same angle. Did last time. Yep, taking the same angle. Looking for that rooftop pick. Esco with some pre-fire. Can't quite catch Hailfire though. He ducks back. Light Shaper might get an angle from the rooftop onto this. Switch also looking for some action over the wall. Grenade! Almost beautiful smoke. Another grenade! Oh, that was so close. If that had been cooked, it might have caught Fino. Hellfire lasing this cross.
Matt's done quite well to not be detected here. He could, yes, he does. He gets a pick. Quoker's reacting to it. Quoker's already used his utility. His frag would be very useful right about now. Is Max in? He is.
Got him.
The trade comes out with Fino and Hailfire at the same time.
The double down, there should be an opportunity to...
Where are you?
Man, Will,
So Light Shaper and Will are dancing around each other.
Yeah, Will
if
went
Will
for
had
a
held
revive.
that corner... If she'd held that corner, she potentially could have got the pick and then got the revive afterwards.
One more down.
Matt needs to start pinching now. That's a good smoke. Good distraction smoke.
Milkman, final one up, crashing. Right move here. He
Dark
knows
Matter
where
just need to be patient.
he knows where the attacks are coming from.
Hopefully they have a good kill count.
More smoke's gonna cause confusion. Oh wow, that smoke came right through the roof. Beautiful.
Good smoke. Can you go on the roof and then drop down and cap without being detected?
Yes.
Interesting.
I've done it a couple of times. Very powerful approach.
They probably shouldn't go for the cap, they should just get the single point. I know it's hard when you're 3-0 down, but just get 1 point on the board.
Yep. Show yourself. Milkman staying highly vigilant. Mono's rubbing off on me.
Especially, they will be hearing Milkman running around, so they should be like, okay, we'll just get the kill. He's obviously covering the objective.
Matt's getting real sneaky on it. Oh, he could get this. He's gonna go for it.
Go for it.
He's going for it.
He should get this.
He's capping.
Getting it.
Yeah, Milk isn't ready for that. Oh, wow. Matt with the cap. Bringing up the 2-pointer for Dark Matter.
It was a bold choice, because if there'd have been a pick on Matt then, it would have been a 1v1.
Yeah.
It paid off. It paid off.
This is what we see out of Dark Matter. Twice, map 1, we're seeing a comeback from a 0-3. Same thing we saw last time. Wow. Dark Matter showing themselves that a one-man deficit is not going to stop them.
That's the thing. Ember needed to be really aware that they're 3-0 up and that it was a 2v1, and Milkman should have just been trying to die. Because 3-1 still looks really good. You know, that's the map. Still pretty much in the bag. 3-2? Ooh, it's getting a bit tighter.
Yeah, it's a little spicy.
If they just hold a vault ground now, if Dark Matter just hold a vault ground, then can change the whole map.
This is going to be a hard one to hold, being a member down, though, because there's so many angles. So many easy ways to die early in this map. I think that's one big thing about this map is it's so easy to die really early if you're not careful. So easy. Because these engagements,
as well.
these engagements happen almost immediately after spawning, depending on the routes these guys take. Especially taking this rooftop early. Here we go. Round number 5. Ember up 1 with the 3-2. And Dark Matter coming back from a cap. Let's see if they can hold this momentum. This rooftop is going to be so key.
I know we capped, but it doesn't mean I know where from.
Put in the code, and then we get...
I know how capping works.
Not outdoors. Ooh, getting spicy with possible flank. Oh, but this is gonna be quick. Ember already pushing the objective. Esco stopping them. Trade comes out.
Quokka's gonna do the drop down.
Yep, Quokka's going for a drop down. Yes,
he knows,
hits on objective.
he
Fino should have heard that. Fino's not reacting. Oh, but Will catches it. Stopping this cap. Milkman catches Will, though.
Matt needs to be crashing.
Matt's too far out. Milkman pushes in. Fino stops him. And is now down to Switch. This early aggression getting punished.
That could have gone the other way very quickly. Oof.
Wow. They had so many members of Ember on the objective at one time. Those reactions were key. Quokka, so close. I feel like if he had fallen on a different box and not hurt himself, that could have been different.
Well, is that what happened? I missed that.
He fell on a box and hurt himself, and that's gave him away. Will might have checked the angle anyways, because he fell right next to Fino, but Fino didn't react at all. I think Will might have heard it. But now we're on to a 1-2 Switch versus Matt and Fino.
Get inside on this objective and see where they're spaced out. They should have this covered if they're communicating.
I would have really liked to see some drone usage out of Dark Matter, to be honest. Being down a player might have helped for holding an extra angle. But it might take too long to set up a drone with how fast Ember is getting on top of them.
Yeah, maybe not on this map. Potentially should see it on... Certainly Bazaar. I think Bazaar is one of the most viable ones for it.
Oh, yes.
Switch just needs to be patient. Plenty of time. Try and get that one pick. If this becomes a 1v1 on this defense, it's much harder.
Like Fino
and Matt are not moving, which is definitely the right thing to do as long as they've got the entrances covered.
Yeah, they have the corners, which is key. Switch looking for the side of Matt. Probably won't find it, though, as long as Matt stays right where he's at. Switch is going to have to come out in the open. And he's breached. Oh!
Fino might catch his backside here. Fino saw him. He's been identified, though. He's going for the frag instead.
Oh, and he gets him! What a frag.
It's a brave choice, but I appreciate it.
He wanted to avoid the trade or losing it. Either way, Dark Matter continues their approach for the comeback from 0-3. Now bringing this to match point, 3-3. What a grenade. That needs a clip. That was beautifully cooked. I bet that made you excited, James, huh?
I feel like it
Cooking
was a
of that
scenario
meat.
where he potentially should have just shot him straight away, but I also understand the straight away going to the grenade. And it's nice to see. So we've got the well objective. For this
Our favorite.
objective, Volk spawned right next to the objective, and Marsok spawned where Volk spawned on the last round, so on the west road. Bit of a reverse attack, it's quite nice. I feel like defense can tuck in quite well on this. Certainly along that, you got that wall down the middle of the map here. If you tuck in on the east side of that wall, there's a few little protrusions you can tuck behind, which is quite nice. Just need to make sure that you're actually got the entrances to the objective covered. Hey, Joker.
Alright. So, let's see here. Back on. I think this is definitely not the objective that Dark Matter would have preferred to try to attack just because of how well they can tuck in.
Definitely.
Well, you'll see that you guys just ran into a door.
I feel defense should win this.
Yeah, we did, but if
More
I
often.
hadn't fucked up my shot, we would have had it without a doubt.
Dude, Switch, I was one
Sure. We'll see if another grenade play comes
Oh,
out.
I can't see him.
Bino, notorious with them. And a shield. Do we see a shield?
No shield.
We do not. I think he's avoiding it because of the fact that they're one player deficit.
So easy, and Esco can do it.
I imagine they want the extra rifle.
Ooh. Hellfire's got a
Hard
little ambushy
push.
spot there.
Yeah, he's gonna hear all of them.
Yep. Quack is going to be the first engagement with Fino.
Oh, and he...
Fino comes out on top. Are they going to be ready for Hailfire, though? That is the question.
I got door. I got door.
Hellfire's prepping for Jack. Oh, and they line up for him in the trade. Wow, quickly down to just Will.
This is
whole
a big
attack
ask for
shut
Will
down.
now.
doorway next to me.
And Will's not going to go for the confirm, or is she? Yes, she's pushing through now.
You can confirm my bodies for me.
Switch is coming in.
I will.
Will
I
needs to
would
get
just
this
go to the
confirmed.
other side.
4v1 is much harder than 3v1. She needs to either wait for a reviver, well, she probably doesn't realize that it's someone downed, unfortunately.
Could have heard him talking.
Yeah, maybe it sounded like someone was up talking. Should have heard the down sound though. Well, Will's got a good angle to.
Oh!
Oh,
She doesn't quite catch
that
it
would
though.
have changed everything. If Will had picked before the revive, that would have changed everything.
Definitely saw him attempting to revive. Hellfire's itching for that refrag. John to Will. See what she's peeking at. Hellfire staying mighty low, but with 4 minutes, Will has a lot of options.
Just hold this. Just hold it. Just unfortunate that three of them came around that corner on that line at the same time. They should have maintained some separation. They should have only lost one, maximum two to Hailfire there as they came around that corner, losing 3.
Oh, there's some information for Will. Negligent discharge. Hellfire's rotated. I don't think Will's gonna be ready for that though. Oh, but he's going back. He knows the danger of this cross for sure.
So Light Shape is going to be the hard one for Will. Yeah. Oof, pick on Milkman would have been good.
Now, 3 minutes on the clock.
So Ember have got this lockdown. They've got it held. They've got the cross held from the north and from the south. The only real danger is coming in from the southeast, but you know, with one person up,
And the nade! Huh?
Nice.
Wow. They nade back for the round win. Ember coming out on top for map number 1.
Will must have been injured. How did Will get injured? Because that was a
Insta-kill.
direct down, insta-kill. And it wasn't directly on her.
Not sure.
Alright, so now we have quarantine.
Ooh. Starting with the plane objective.
And on defense we have Dark Matter.
I can't look at this objective anymore without picturing Novius falling on top of it and capping.
I feel like this is one of the objectives which could maybe do with a little bit of balancing on this map, to be fair.
I feel like it could get moved a little bit away from the wall, just to keep that crawl cap from happening between the wall and the fuselage.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of there's so many different angles to get onto it for an attacking team, plus also the ability to cap from different sides of a hidden area. I don't think it's good to have both of those things. Like, you can have different sides with less abilities to get to those different sides, works quite well, or you can have lots of different approaches but not different sides to cap from, if you get what I'm saying.
Yep. 100%. It's
But
just...
it does create some variety.
Yeah, I have nothing against the spot itself, just... It's so hard to cover this crack in the wall without putting somebody so far off objective.
Yeah. Like, you've got this this little broken bit of fuselage which can work for covering it, looking through those little windows, but then you're very exposed from the south.
Yep. Everything's counterable.
This objective, you almost just need to push out and hold a further out line, but then if that line gets penetrated, the crash needs to occur in a controlled manner, or you're looking at multiple picks and a loss of objective. You can't quick spawn on this, can you? You can't north spawn. Don't believe.
No. No, you cannot.
So you've got your classic southeast spawn, your far east spawn, and your crater spawn. Ah, burning.
I really want to see the impact rooftop get utilized. Love impact roof.
You love the impact rooftop.
Oh,
I've seen you in comps and pubs. I haven't seen it in league matches, but in comps and pubs,
yet.
You're always up there, chilling on that little rooftop.
Yep. It's fun, dude.
It is good fun. Very exposed.
I haven't done it in a match, mostly because of, trying to integrate with y'all's play, being the newbie.
In a match, I feel like you're more likely to get picked off as well.
For sure.
Because people are you're gonna assign someone to watch that wing.
Yep.
But, yeah.
Most teams are. From any spawn, you're gonna watch it. If anything, I would run it late, when people are less likely to be looking at it. But it would just depend on where everybody else is at in their defense.
So, Ember on attack have gotten the southeast spawn. This spawn for this objective is pretty good, actually. Probably one of my preferred spawns because you can get hospital control. And also, you can push around to the northeast without too much trouble.
Like, no, she's gonna stop over at Twins on the platform. Esco taking up next to the wing. Very powerful position. Bino, getting spicy up on the north roof.
They have they don't have anyone watching that wing. Quoker might be in position now to watch it.
We'll get the dead man in the south.
One dead inside hospital. They know where I am now. At least I think I got him. I'm not repeating.
See how Fino runs this. Quokka actually catches Will on the refrag.
What angles can CS go here? Mainly to the south.
Just light shaper. Switch going for the refrag. Can't quite snag
Suppressing him, I
it.
think he's still up.
One's on hospital roof, just left the door.
Pino's looking for hospital roof. Oh, they barely pass each other's lasers.
So 3v3.
Shots from Esco as well.
Center burning, center burning. He's on the first floor, just outside the
that's
little
a
courtyard area.
Focus getting
tight
dangerously
angle.
close.
You see Esco's little angle there underneath
Yep.
the fuselage. There it
Oh,
is.
he
Got him. He's down.
catches
He's
it.
down. I got him.
Fino catches hailfire. What a shot with the
Got him on hospital
LMGs. Esco and
Right.
Fino just killing it with the PKMs.
Life just got very hard for Switch.
What? Oh, yeah. All in the span of like 2 seconds.
Good call from Esco. He says he's not confident on kill count, just stay where we are. You don't want to be doing any weird flanky maneuvers right here. Just hold your lines.
Matt is just itchy to kill something. Running around. Switch. Got the code memorized. Cap is definitely on his mind.
Esco, is he watching this? He's watching his little crack, is he?
Yeah.
Can he see
He's
over
not
there?
watching.
Yep, he's seen him.
There he is. He caught it. Just in his peripheral.
He's been called out. He's going to get locked into that zone.
Yep. And Switch knows it too. He can't really decide how he wants to rotate. Ooh.
So Fino should be watching the tank cross. Esco watching his little crack.
Let's go. He's looking for it. Oh! Catches him. Powerful position that turned
Nice
out
job,
to
guys.
be
Good comms,
from
good
Esco.
comms.
Lots of communication, as Esco was pointing out. They knew exactly where the attack was coming from, and they knew how to section them off.
So the two Overwatch positions got 2 kills apiece there. So you had Fino up on the north roof, in the southwest corner of it by the AC vent, and you had Esco on top of the fuselage. And then Will picked one right at the start from the twins. Matt in a compressed position, last man on objective, didn't get any, but he did his job
Yep.
as needed.
He stayed exactly where he needed to be. And I mean, he got the shots onto Switch. He just didn't get the kill. Esco ended up coming out on it, but if Esco had missed, Matt would have gotten it. I think Esco actually saved Matt because Switch was taking shots at him. Beautiful round, beautiful defense.
Oh man, this map looks pretty in Cast Division.
Yes. Very much so. Definitely one of my favorite maps to look at from the caster view. Yeah, nice little overhead while we're waiting.
Looks pretty. Gotta say, I'm impressed with how Dark Matter have held their own with only 4 members.
Oh, for sure. Especially against such fiery action out of Ember, you know? It's fast-paced.
So Crater Spawn for Ember. More ability to get north control here. Less ability for the hospital cross. You know, don't know what I prefer.
Sounds like Ember's gonna be pushing out initially to check for spawns, and then they might condense what they're communicating right now. Boca gonna be the aggressor, heading towards the spawn.
Is he gonna get this across in time? He will.
Crater, one push north wall.
They got the call out. We'll see how the defense reacts to this.
And then he's adjusted back, looking for a secondary ambush point. Going far north.
White Shaper looking long.
One's crossing
Impressive.
behind motel, headed south right now.
Oh, he got the call out for the cross.
There's another one that's heading towards motel from like bank trucks.
Lots of call
defense
outs.
is very spread out now. Look at that spread across the map, north to
Sure.
south.
And they've called out pretty much every member of Dark Matter. There's no approach that they aren't aware of at the moment.
You can see Dark Matter are locked into that northeast quadrant.
Shots coming out from the attackers. Doesn't connect.
Echo, yeah, tow trucks, old tow trucks.
This poster needs to be re-nailed.
In the north, looks like we could have an engagement between Quokka and Fino coming up.
Yep. On its way. Going for the crawl to North Roof. Looking
Is he
for
gonna be
Quokka.
looking for it? He is. He is looking for it. It has become quite a common spot. Oh no, he's looked away.
He looked away now. Focused on North Roof.
Quokka gonna peek it. Quokka's moved out a little bit, but he's watching north. He's wary. He saw that person cross to the north at the start. With Will cross to the north, so he's wary of that. Fino made roof.
It's his now. Unless he pops back over. Oh, Mad Outdoors catches Light Shaper.
Hailfire is going to engage Fino on the roof. Hailfire
Quokka
going to
gets
engage
killed.
on the map. Yep.
And Hailfire gets Fino.
Delta
And
2
that
is
whole
sorry,
approach
I'm
is shut down.
Yep. If Fino had just cleared green crate from the roof area before then taking control of the roof, that would have turned out a bit differently.
Quokka going for a flank from North Roof. Looking for Esco in the
There's
courtyard.
a last two.
That smoke from Esco has given away the position.
And they have a good kill count. They know
Yeah,
there's
last
only two left.
courtyard.
I don't know what that nade was from Quokka.
I don't think so.
Bombs coming out from Esco and Matt too. Hailfire. Catches Esco in the
Hold that
side.
down, what's up?
Now
And
down to
on
just
last man cam, we have Matt.
Matt going for a long rotation.
Should we hop on board with Matt for a tense ride along? Or just sit over his shoulder and breathe down his neck?
Checking the angles.
Hellfire's going for a big rotation.
2 minutes.
Personally, 4v1, I'd just get more on objective than push out, because the 4v1 can become a 3v1, become a 2v1.
Yep.
So just lock it in, be patient. Have a stretch. 2 minutes.
Matt feeling the nerves, can't quite get his mag back in his vest.
Is Matt the sort of player who will talk to himself as a last man?
I'll know James is.
You've got to nervously talk to yourself. Surely.
Is it really out of nerves? Or is it something
Silent.
else?
Hellfire still way off objective. He's now clearing the east objective building. So pretty much out of the equation in terms of the defense at the moment.
You've given Matt a lot of options.
Hmm.
If Quokka moves out of position, he could reach that crawl point.
Hellfire's making his way back now.
Yeah, I see
So this
that
should
now.
actually help a lot.
Round timer's about to pop.
There's a problem. Matt needs to be on his bike. And at some point he's going to have to fire a shot, and if they react quickly, it's all over. Yep. He's had the beeps on his watch. He needs to go. Run after that. Run.
Boko's gonna look for it. Gets him. Man, all that sneaky for such a fatal end. And the objective moves an entire... Oh, it's a little bit further. Okay, down to center burning.
The fire department finally have responded, as I'm sure many casters have commented on.
And construction has actually been put on the building, as it looks a lot nicer than it used to.
It's got an extra story, but I feel like they had to demolish a lot to get to this stage.
Wasn't it
it's, like,
just like
weird,
a
like,
bunch of
they built-
rebar scaffolding before?
Yeah, but they built this like really nice. So here, they've like redone this concrete really nicely, and then there's like broken rebar-y concrete right next to it. So like,
Yeah,
I feel like
sure
they're
how
going,
that happened.
they're purposefully going for that sort of broken down look.
It's
As we've
the
talked
new
about,
aesthetic.
the conspiracy of quarantine and why it exists.
Yeah, because we know
It is
this
a
plane
novel
didn't
being
just-
written.
Well,
It'll
here,
be out
like,
at all good bookstores.
one thing I like to point out as well to add on to this, I'll go ahead and if you go to controls, or if you go to cam 0, you'll see that this light post has fallen under the bench. Like, this bench should be broken, yet it like phased through.
Unless it twisted somehow whilst falling, but it wouldn't twist like that.
No.
No.
But we are moving on to round number 3.
So the main thing to be wary of on defense for this is Monarchid, apparently. Dark Matter will be very scarred on this
She put
objective,
that evil on me,
I'm
Ricky
sure,
Bobby.
and I expect to see them a little bit more closely watching it. On a more serious note, this little cap along the side of the building is quite useful and a harder one to defend. Spawn-wise, it looks like they had the far east spawn and 3 going center, 2 going north. That is what Ember did on the previous attack. They sent 3 through the center and 2 on the outside of the map.
Okay, again, gonna peek this hole. Esco's gonna be the one to counter it, if he's looking. Smoke
That
right
is-
onto Esco's position.
Matt is very tucked in there.
Ambush position. Oh, but
Indeed.
Cloaca finds him.
So they've given them the north. That is,
Cloaca finds
and a
Fino
big
as
pick.
well. That's
Now-
huge.
Now they have to rotate back to objective. They have to rotate back to objective. If Will does not get his pick, it's a cap.
Oh, Will's not checking it. Oh, she peeks though. Oh, but if Will goes down,
Esco
it's
needs
all
to be
over.
moving.
It's
Esco,
over.
no, Esco is not moving.
Wait, Cloaca has to
Cloaca
run
doing?
back for his tablet. He dropped it.
Oh no.
But he's going for the cap now. And he
Esco-
gets it.
As soon as they were down to 2
Oh.
players, Esco needed to be moving back to objective.
Yes. Cloaca with his caps. He rushed right in there. Will just couldn't handle both attackers at the same time.
It's a hard thing to do when you're engaging someone, to forget about them and move in instead. But sometimes it's the best option, even if it gets you killed.
Tunnel
Especially on an
vision.
objective like that. Because that cross from Tank Courtyard to Burning may seem like a long cross for an attacker, but it's over in a few seconds and you're on objective.
100%. Cloaca just spearheading the attack here with 6 kills.
3v1, as in the previous map, 3v1 is a lot different from 2v1. If the previous map had been no cap by Cloaca, that could have changed the map as well.
Definitely another uphill battle from Dark Matter, but as we've seen in the past, Dark Matter thrive on the uphill. So we'll see.
This is a lot of uphill with 4 players as well. Quarantine with 4 players. You just can't hold as many angles, especially on defense. You can't hold all the approaches. Makes it a much harder task.
Definitely asking a lot out of these players as we come into the next round. Round number 3. 4? I can math.
Round number
Here.
4.
Yep,
Yes.
I can math.
Here, like, I'm gonna head upstairs in the beginning, try to get us
Right.
spawned.
So northeast spawn.
Who makes
I feel like the Ember got a better attacking spawn for this objective again.
Yeah,
I know
Dark
you can-
Matter
you
got
can-
a lot of ground to cover.
Potentially get impact control, especially if they don't push out, which is quite good for this objective, but yeah, big ask. So,
taking more central position.
I'm gonna get us zoomed out and try and see where everyone is. So in the center of the map, with Hailfire coming and joining as well in the south, we've got Quokka and Hailfire in hospital, who will probably be looking across the center of the map with Hailfire potentially ready to back up Quokka just in case it's a southeast push. And then we have Milkman on the little quarter of the fuselage, just tucked in looking through one of those little windows, and then 2 on objective, which I think is very smart thing to do on this. Though I think one of those defenders should stay super tucked on objective, potentially both, and be more last man. Losing your people on objective means you have to have rotations, and rotations are through the open for this objective, and those potentially are more picks for the attackers.
Pino's playing a very heavy backman. This attack, very central, looking for picks, looking for angles while this north approach gets in position.
Looks like Matt's spearheading an attack
Yep.
with Will.
Interesting change in dynamic here.
So they've got impact control. Are they going to go all the way around to the west and come on the west side?
Quokka catches
There was one
Esco.
dead on roof.
Peeking
Big
the
pick.
north. Only down, though.
I think he's dead.
Could be a
I mean,
revive.
I saw the
Quokka's
body
going to be
drop, but I
calling
can't
out. Sorry,
confirm.
Esco's going to be calling out Quokka's position on that.
One tank courtyard. Hands disappeared.
Fino trying to capitalize,
improper.
but misses shots.
Quokka calls out tank courtyard, but
Oh,
that's
wow.
actually false.
Nobody-
Will is going for the res, and there it is.
That's going to help a lot.
Is Esco at headset? Not moving much. Oh yeah, just ready for Quokka.
I got him. Hospital roof down.
Esco gets the refrag, but again, just a down.
A bit of payback there.
Matt looking for a pick 2. On the center burning.
Stairs on objective.
Call out's coming out. Shots
Yeah,
from
identified the
roof to
revive.
roof. Pino looking
Engaging
for
from impact.
it. Pino gets hailfire.
One on hospital roof. There's
That time with a headshot. No getting revived from that.
downstairs burning.
Oh, and a pick on the person on the objective. That's a big
Yep.
pick.
Oh, Quokka answering back as well. Milkman looking for the pick onto Matt. Oh, Matt barely escapes. Will now
That's the one
searching for
burning.
that kill.
Now they've got split focus because they know that there's
Oh.
people behind them. They're going to be worried about it. Fino should be able to
Another
get in
bad
position
call
to
out.
get alternate angle.
Matt calling out center burning, but Milkman is actually in the windows.
Still there, I missed him.
My power, because there are a couple on central there. Will get an alternate angle.
Matt
more
gets
down
caught
on
out
burning.
on the approach. Will gets the
Fino needs to
refrag
push in.
immediately.
Will just needs to hold. Wait for Fino to do the push. This could be
Yep.
a cap.
2-2. Pino gets a
big
kill
pick,
into
big
Quokka.
pick.
Milkman gonna
Milkman
respond
rotating.
to this.
Will take the shot. Is
Pino
Will
can't
gonna
cap
take it?
from there. Maybe he can. No, I doubt it. He's way too far. But he definitely heard the running.
Just needs to just wait. Just
Hold.
wait, Fino. Just
Let
wait.
Milk.
Take some breaths.
Oh, he he can
Oh,
cap
can
from
cap
there.
from there.
Wow.
That's
Dark Matter
interesting.
caps back.
You have to hold your tablet sideways against that wall. I did not
Oh,
know that. That is a
wow. Not having to come all the way up to that wall?
man. I'm glad I didn't find out that the hard way.
Yeah, no kidding. I'm glad I'm not. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not Ember just learning that. Whew.
Wow, I feel bad for Ember there because that could have happened against probably a lot of teams. Well, maybe other teams all do know about it. I certainly don't.
I certainly did not. As a capper, I'm ashamed of myself for being unaware of that. But now we're going into, oof, my least
Mono is
favorite
trying
objective.
to Mono in chat from 6 minutes or so ago is trying to claim that Quoker is almost as good a capper as him. I feel like Quoker managed to drop his tablet, go back, pick up his tablet, run back to objective, and cap within a mono cap time.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That amount of time, Mono would still be looking at the tablet trying to read. For sure.
Mono is now telling the people in cast my weakness by distracting me about the direction
Sun
of the sun on this
direction.
map.
Oh,
how the
your
planes have ended
secret's
up
been
where they are.
revealed. No, ignore chat. Ignore chat. Take a breath.
East objective. Let's think about east objective.
Come back to me, James. Come back to me.
I feel like this historically, so on old quarantine, was the easiest one to defend.
For sure.
Probably.
7 out of 10 if you
Yeah,
know
yeah,
Captain,
I'd be
guys.
pretty happy with making that statement.
A little bland
Now
cap,
with
in my
the
opinion.
more central approaches
seasoning.
and the
I've
rearrangement
never
of the
capped
map,
on a
I
match
don't know
before,
yet.
so
To be honest.
skills are probably better.
I don't know why.
And with four defenders, yeah, I don't know why that flash was thrown up there. It was early, but it was so far from anyone that
Yeah.
hopefully it won't get flagged as being a problem.
Interesting vision.
I feel like I must have thought it was.
Oh, what do we
smoke.
got here? Will and Matt. This will turn out to be an interesting placement of people, I think. We'll come back to that. Honestly, I think this is an anti-Quokka defense. This right here.
Yeah.
Again, we're down to match point.
South so far.
I feel like this match point is slightly more in Dark Matter's favor.
I
It
don't
will
know.
depend
with
on
the-
how
it is
coordinated
Volk
on the attack they are.
advantage, but with being down a
4v5.
player,
It
not as
could
many
become
angles,
4v4 pretty quickly if Quoker decides to just do a rush in though.
and opting to have half of your team in this one spot, I feel
Bold
like
choice.
that's a bit of a handicap.
They can bisect the map though. Will can look across to the north and Matt can look across to... Can he see how far much to the
Well,
south?
both of
good
them have
bisecting
crawl
line.
potential. Because somebody could sneak right past Will, I believe. And she's focused on the door. She's not even focused on dunes.
But who do we have? We've got Esco focused on dunes, don't we? On objective, so because it's not a 2-man, it's a
No,
4-man.
he's looking more towards motel. He's looking towards hospital, mostly.
And then Fino's just in there as the last man on the objective.
Nope. So
This
they
defense
could get
could
really
work.
close.
They're weak to the north cross and getting around to the north, but I think they've just given them that part of the map. And if you had a 5th man, you'd potentially run that.
Which has some options here. Matt Outdoor catches him though. Oh, but Matt is. Oh, Matt
big
was
pick.
stuck.
That weakens the defense.
Oh, and Will wasn't
immensely.
looking. Oh no. About to
And
be
Matt's not
very
there to react
dangerous.
onto it. If Matt had gotten switched there, that would have been a completely different story. Oh, big flash. Quoker, capping.
And they're
Let's
on
go.
objective. Esco not
Let's go.
reacting to this.
Here, two down here. Got me.
Needs to get up. What is he doing? Nope.
Oh,
He said fun. He said fun.
Esco gets the call out that they're capping, but sends it to a down teammate who was well aware of that cap. Very well aware. Ember coming out on top for the series. Going into Bazaar as our map 3. Man, for a 4v5 situation throughout this series, Dark Matter, it makes me wonder if Dark Matter had that 5th player, how would these maps have turned out?
I feel like it would have changed Quarantine.
For sure.
Sand, if it had stopped the cap, it could have changed it, but Sand is just...
It's
I feel like
sand.
it's Sand.
And they were coming back. They were doing it.
By the way, this is how James talks at 10. I don't even know how I'm talking on cast at that point.
at that 6-minute point.
Yeah.
This is... They are on the point where Fino's pulling out the tablet to cap from that weird spot right now.
Yeah, yeah. Teams on defense, we have Ember.
Oh, another thing that was brought up in chat. Do you say ground floor as the first floor, or is the floor above it the first floor?
See, this is hard for me because I don't know. I think we do the English system. We do ground floor and first floor. I'm pretty sure. But then I get really confused because I interact on a daily basis with Americans,
random people.
So I just tend to say ground floor and top floor, which tends to work for most of the buildings in here. As soon as they put more 3-story buildings in there, I'm screwed.
You're screwed.
Yeah.
And then you could have sub-level or like garage level.
Oh.
And it just gets real complicated.
So at least ground floor can translate, you can understand ground floor. Whereas
then, when you say first or second floor,
you saying first floor to me is like, shit. Does he mean ground or does he mean first floor?
See, in my case, it would be ground floor. I would say first floor. That means ground floor for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So when someone calls out first floor, that's where yeah. Why is Joker off the team? Again,
because we didn't know about capping. We didn't know the cap
Mono knows
spot.
about it. Well, Mono didn't tell us about it. You should share the information with the team.
He just assumes that us expert cappers know about it. But anyways, going into round number 1.
We didn't get distracted at all. So they got the north spawn.
Calculate.
On this objective on Marsok, you can also spawn in the southwest, so that's
this
quite
is
a
gonna be
different
fast.
spawn. They're going to go for the northeast control. I don't think you can cross.
Stuff coming out. What a fight this is. Neither
Switch
gets it down.
took a hit there.
Oh, we had it down on both sides. 2 are dead on the side of Dark Matter. Hailfire catching Matt. I think that was just a confirm. There was
I was
a
like, where's the
trade.
other attacker? The other attacker, if oh yes, big pick. Okay, Esco just needs to regroup now. Because that other attacker is going to make that cross in the far west, and then they've got Pincer on objective. And that could change everything. Ooh. I think they got ID'd on the cross.
Yep, she definitely did. Esco's very danger close compared to his teammate. Oh, he gets a kill on the Milkman.
That's a big pick. That's the
so
danger
key.
for Will. That's the danger for Will right there.
Yep, and now that's forcing Ember to stay tight. Oh, Hailfire going for a really risky rotation now. Oh, gets caught. That was...
I don't feel like that rotation was needed.
It really wasn't.
Like, you had the objective locked down from the south. Like, that you can see all the cap points. So they could have worked together, one watching the south side of the street, one watching the north side.
The only cross I'd imagine that would have been worthwhile is crossing towards the blue room.
Not alive.
Yep.
That would have been safe.
Yep.
And if you know one of them's coming from that direction. Oh, but Lightsaber catches Esco. Wow.
They should have held off. They should have had a good kill count, knowing one was on objective. And just waited for Will to get in contact. Where is Will? I can't find her on the minimap.
Will is all the way south. He's
Off the bottom of it for me. Okay.
yeah. I don't think they have an accurate kill count because she's still looking for picks. There was a lot of trades in there, so kill counts are gonna be out of whack.
Yeah. One, two, three. Just trying to see what bodies. It should only be out by one, or even that. It should be. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out where all the. Oh, they're on the mini map. So the milkman. No, their kill count should be accurate. Their kill count should be accurate. The only potential one was Esco. Nope. It should be accurate kill count.
Assuming comms were open.
Yeah. Because Esco dropped 3. Matt dropped 1, but Esco dropped 3. And
So if he called all those out,
Yeah.
Will should be aware.
yeah.
Definitely looking. Checking that dumpster spot.
Will's still got 2 minutes. 2 minutes 50 seconds. Plenty of time. Rotating back though.
I'd imagine Will would just assume Light Shaper is pretty much in that position. That is the most common last man position for this objective.
Again, hopefully they got a kill count. This really highlights how important a kill count is. Because even if it's out by 1 here, it's a completely different story for Will. So new teams coming in, just something to really highlight is that kill count.
So important. Will doing the stereotypical league player eat your butt stock approach. Spider crabbing. Oh man.
Get a bit closer, Will,
90
so you don't have to
seconds.
rush the last part. This is the problem. You want to rush earlier so that you can go slow when you're close. But Will is close enough here.
They're
Should
right
be
next to
fine.
each other. I think she's gonna catch him right here. Oh, what? She's gonna
she
go
gonna
for
clear
the
it?
cap.
No,
She
surely
looked
not.
right at him. She looked right at him.
Can she do it? She knows where he is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bold choice. It potentially is possible.
I don't
No,
think
stay
so.
closer.
You have to be right
Closer.
up on the corner.
No, she needs to stay closer to him.
Oh, she's gonna try and do it. That laser's gonna go right over.
No, she shouldn't have gone to the tank. She should have gone straight from the south to it.
She's
Light
really
ship
trying
looks
to
away.
get close. Oh!
No,
She knew where he was. She could have gone for the kill.
exactly. I don't think it was the right option. If she'd gone along that little curve, so I'll bring it on the camera too. If she'd gone straight along that curve, like it's just south of objective, the angle for visual on her would have been harder because she would have been lower in the sight line, and also from the divergence of the angle of your vision, potentially might have been
Yeah.
blocked. But going wide like that, getting further away from the player, meant that she was opened up to the sight line. Yeah, she would have been invisible.
I think
gone
she
along
would
the curve.
have. Yeah, if she was right on the corner of the sidewalk, right behind the electrical post, she could have capped from that, and she would
Would have
been.
been very borderline, but yeah, potentially could have done it.
Because her tablet probably would have lined up with the corner of the kiosk, the little kiosk, next to Light Shaper. I don't. Yeah, he wouldn't have seen that. There's no way.
Yes. Yeah. Unless you're like 6'5" or
Man.
something. Trying to get the cameras lined up. I should have gone to first person. Should have gone first person and had a look.
Bold choice. But yeah, she looked right at him. If she had a flashbang, completely different story. I love flashing last defenders and capping on them. And we are going into the next round. Round number 2. Looks like we had a mirrored spawn.
Yeah, this is the most common spawn by far I've seen for this objective.
For sure. They're off to the races. Oh man. Again, gonna get very aggressive very fast.
I'm trying to
Twitch looking
think.
for the angle.
Do you think spawns have more weighting as for commonality, or do you think it's just a, you know, probability thing? And they're all weighted the same.
I'm not sure. I don't know what algorithm responds. There definitely seems to be a difference.
How Will survived that?
I couldn't tell you either.
And now she's flashed herself. Oh no.
Oh
I
man.
feel like that was a self flash. Maybe it wasn't. I only saw the flash grenade right next to her, but I feel like it was a self flash.
I wasn't there.
Camera 2. So Matt confirms his kill on the cross, but now it's 3 to 4. Ooh, speculation frag on objectives while CSGO is crashing. Matt should be able to see that
They're
angle
getting
though.
close.
That Ooh, Esco should have gone for a slightly safer cross in the south. Matt needs to be identifying. Yes. Good use of smoke, forcing the defender to come back.
That hailfire smoke is going to be key.
The frag is going to be
grenade!
key.
Oh, how? Oh,
Hellfire
man.
smoke has it shut it down? No, Matt's got he's got Overwatch up
He's
high.
got verticality now. Oh, Milkman was ready for it.
He just pushed the corner a bit too much. If he'd stayed
Yeah.
step back from the corner.
He opened himself to a new angle.
Exactly what I was going to say. Exactly what I was going to say. I've maybe said that too often. You don't need to open yourself up to new angles. Just hold the one angle you want.
I'm learning, James. I'm learning. All right. And now for everybody's favorite objective. The one, the only, Kayat. No, it's pronounced Kiat. Whatever.
Is it? I don't even know how it's pronounced. I say Kiot, but
I say Kayat.
I'm also
I
a
think
Kiwi and we say weird things apparently.
I think Kiat is faster, as it requires less movement of the mouth to say, costing milliseconds for a call out. Kayat takes a little bit longer because you have to move your mouth more.
But what if it's like the building in the north, the one with the K? Oh, I've forgotten the name. The K building. Oh, yeah. Who am I?
You mean mono?
Hey, there it is. To be fair, I have not actually heard that one from Mono. That's just me being be cool. I don't know. I alternate between like this map potentially being cool if you could get up in all the buildings, but also like complexity is not necessarily a good thing.
Not that much for this map.
No.
I think it's complex enough.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be really cool for like a team deathmatch or an assault or like even co-op. But
uplink, it's too much.
Uplink complexity just adds too much of a luck element, I feel.
I think that's one thing that was a problem with, I think it was Paradise. There was just so many buildings and so many little slits you could get in. It's just too much. It's overwhelming.
I feel like that with Hook. I really love the map, like the look of the map and stuff, but like it was just a little bit too complex. And so you just couldn't, you had to be rotating, you couldn't hold down, most objectives you couldn't hold things down.
Oh, a full Eastern push. Game blue room early. Shots from Fino coming out to Coca. Giving away this southeast spawn approach.
Matt tried to do a reverse Quokka on Quokka. Pushing up through that notorious straight-in gap. However, they're ready for it.
It's looking... Oh, Matt catches him. Hellfire holding down that west just in case. Esco's looking for a cross. Now evened up to a 4-4. The attack has slowed down. Looking for picks. Ooh, Esco catches Hailfire. Making for a flank.
Got one down. Prepare to move. Let me know when you're ready.
Hellfire loves
Oh.
that spot. He loves it. It's a great spot if you can get to it. If you've got confident you've got the objective locked down, because you can lock down crosses and stop the rotation around. But it's very far off objective, and if you get picked getting there, you're just another defender down.
Smoke coming out on objective. Esco playing distraction. Oh, but Milkman shuts that down. Can make this push a little bit more difficult.
Have they
Not
identified
outdoors
Milkman? They
looking for
have.
him. Yep.
Fino could be the danger here, coming in from the north. They don't get close to another man. Objective is not being covered. This could be a cap.
Yeah, Will's just grabbing attention now. She does manage to get Lightshaber though. Fino's in the thing. Oh, gets him down.
Milkman's gonna see.
Milkman
Milkman's
can't see
seen it.
from the smoke. Oh, but he gets the refrag. At outdoors, gets him. That was close.
Stuck on the fucking stairs.
I feel like if Fino hadn't taken that shot and let that person rotate back off, it would have been a cap.
Yep. Or if,
So
if
hard
he
to
at
do,
least
though.
rotated. If he had rotated to the corner in the other room to the right on camera 1, if he had rotated to that spot instead, under the cover of the smoke, I think he would have gotten it.
Oh, straight after getting the kill? Yeah.
Yep, just rotate right there. Because he stayed in the same spot, allowing... He just shot... Milkman just shot him through the smoke.
Yeah, a little bit better smoke cover would have helped as well, definitely.
Oh, man. And if Esco had been alive a little bit longer with that distraction, that would have been very different. But they came out on top in the end.
Yep. Point on the board. Obviously, cannot let Ember cap.
Nope. This is no cap. No
Hopefully-
cap, no cap, no cap.
This is a... Guys, no cap would be what I'd be saying. In the,
Yeah. That would be
Points.
changed right now. Guys,
make sure
No
you have the
cap.
objective covered at all times. We can afford to lose a point, is what I'd be saying here.
and no cap.
And no cap.
Uh,
And then Quoker will run straight down the center of the map.
yeah. James
Right,
is having
east.
flashbacks.
Quoker will be wanting east spawn here.
And he
And they
gets
got
it.
east spawn. Alright,
Oh,
let's...
man.
I feel like we should keep a little bit of an eye on Quoker, see what he does here. See whether he...
Right in the
decides
fucking
to go for
recipe.
it. No pressure, Quoker, no pressure.
Going right in this room over here, and I'm gonna
Pressure.
shoot a
20.
window out.
All of it. We've got
What
the
is it,
Quokka
man?
cam
Do it.
up. We're gonna
Kill a
see.
buddy.
And then it's a 7, by the way.
I'll give a good overview cam of the market area.
Yep, they're going in early. Actually,
Switch is taking
we'll go
point.
third. Oh,
Quokka's
interesting. He's
going for-
spreading.
He's thinking that they're going to be ready for it. Quoker's going for the backside cap. Switch is pretending to be Quoker. Oh, I like it.
Oh, Quokka's side.
He's going to jump off the balcony. No, he's not. He's gone
He's
in. He's gone
going.
inside.
He's going in.
He's gone.
He's gonna take out Matt. Oh, Matt shuts it down. But he only downs him. Switch. Getting Will.
Switch going to be... Is Switch going to be
Switch
Quoker
going in.
2.0?
Oh, but
They
he
had a
gets
lock.
downed.
Oh, they put a
Got
lot...
down.
They put a lot of resource in that Quoker push.
Hellfire catches Fino from the side. Down to a 3-2 now. Ooh, Hellfire's
this
getting
angle of
mighty
approach.
close. He knows his guy died there, but he peeks it anyways. Matt gets him in the side. Matt getting Lightshaper as well.
Needs to confirm. Did Matt get that one or was it Esco? Sorry, I missed it.
Matt got
Alright,
him.
we're down to 1.5. Oh, there it is. Confirm. 1v2. I feel like defense needs to regroup at this point. They should have a fairly good kill count. Just regroup, make sure you have the cap locked down. And last man is identified. Don't peek it.
4 minutes on the clock. Milkman can do a hard rotation now. Let's go with the pre-fire.
He's got time. I like this. He just hold an angle. Try and get that one pick. Peek, please go. Big peek.
Oh, he's gonna go for the straight in.
Straight in
Bold
is the option
choice.
here. Isco needs to just hold it. Does he have an angle through that window? He does. Yep. Isco just needs to keep holding that. It's a brave choice to hold that when he knew that the attacker was in the southwest corner of the market. And he's moved off. I'm putting 50-50 odds on a cap here.
Picking up a peach on his way in. Whatever those are. Oh!
Saved by 2 layers of... It must have impacted a third, unless he took a hit through 2.
This is what he's seeing.
I feel like Milkman shouldn't have taken a shot there. It's so hard to not shoot sometimes, but... Oh no, it's a hard one. I wouldn't want to be in Milkman's shoes. I wouldn't want to be in Esco's shoes. Or Matt's.
He's really looking for some picks. He needs this.
Esco just needs to hold that angle.
Gonna be hard for him though, because if he gets a pick, he's gonna have so many angles.
Timing's gonna be everything. Timing's gonna be everything. Yep, there it is.
Let's go get some through the crack. Said even if Milkman manages to get him, the refract could come from so many angles.
A 4-man defensive hold on Kiot. That's a good defense hold.
Especially
I feel like the
against
Ember attack
Ember.
sort of gave it them a little bit. Like, that's the personally in a 5v4 attacking Kiot, more cautious approach with just looking for picks. I think would have paid off in Ember's favour, especially when they're 2-1 up. Getting to 3-1 up would be really nice rather than looking for the win straight away.
This is going to be a fun objective to watch, especially for any cap attempts, as you cannot cap from behind cover.
No, you have to be in the open.
This will be a fun one to watch.
As far as we're aware, we just got corrected on center burning.
No, I have gone through many rounds coming at this objective from angles. You cannot cap from behind this wall and this little indenture like you can in the west. You have to completely leave this alleyway from the north side. You have to completely expose yourself outside of it and crawl up to the objective to cap.
I hope we see a quick spawn on this. I hope we see a southwest spawn. Haven't seen any of them in league play yet.
Ooh, that would be interesting. Because you can really lock that attack down if you get that spawn. Yep, there it is.
Here it is.
You can lock each other down. This will be
It'll
interesting
a
to watch.
streak. It'll last
Are they going to go for the cross?
for sure.
Looks like they are.
Yeah, both teams are.
Yeah, let's check their spot.
Hellfire is going to be the one to challenge the South Cross.
Is Matt just going to hold it, or is he going to actually try and get across? That is the question. I think he... Ooh, I don't know. Can't call it. Oh, missed it.
2 across to the far south wall.
Hellfire gets caught, so Boga Going for the kills as well.
If Matt had got that pick, it would have been a big pick. It would have stopped them from getting north control of the street. And... Ooh, interesting positioning. And would have made it 4v4. Switch is pushing up. Are they going to be ready for it? Isco just needs to tuck in.
Boca
He's going to be ready for one coming from blue room.
Oh! Oh, Quokka with the grenade right to Esco's face, and Switch gets the confirm.
That was
wow.
cooked to perfection.
That excited James.
That made up for a few of Quokka's earlier nades this match. He did an air burst, and then he which was so very overcooked, and then he did a one which rolled straight past a raw one. He's now got the cooking time correct.
Down to 3v4 now. Vino getting lazed on by Hailfire. Hailfire doesn't know he's there. He's just waiting for the cross.
He probably just came to finish off Esco.
Lots of communication. Will waiting for an aggressive push out of blue room. That's not going to come out.
Oh, Fino's not going to be ready for Alpha. No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, this is actually going to work out worse. This is going to work out worse. With Fino not being confirmed for Will. Because if Hailfire takes one step to the right, 2 steps to the right.
Will's got to be really careful about deciding to go for this. Matt's
Oh, here's a frag, here's a frag.
Oh! Switch about to get caught out by Matt.
Oh, Matt saved Will's life.
For sure. Will gives the proper thanks.
Go a different way.
Okay.
Will
2v3.
calling out a rotation.
Starting to get a little bit tight for defense here. If they just play it calm on attack, 2v3 on this objective could work out quite well. You know, get around behind the objective. Do your rotations to the other side of the street now. You got 3 minutes.
Taking a look at this defense. Nice little kill box. The southern Hailfire pretty far off though. Of course, he does have a quick long angle he can get, but if they approach from the southeast and get into the east side of the courtyard, they could cap before he's able to round the corner enough to actually catch them.
They're very focused on the south. Light Shaper should be shot from behind here. By Mad Outdoors. Camera 2.
Yeah.
What? No.
I'm on it. I'm following Matt.
Will
right along here.
is disjointed. Matt. Ooh, he's gonna see him. Oh, that window is a blanked out one.
Yep. Not gonna catch him there. He's gonna have to expose a little bit more. They're really focused on that south, but they're taking so long they might decide to readjust their views.
Is Matt gonna go in through the souvenir shop, or is he gonna go across to the bar? That will be the difference here. If he goes to the bar, he's getting Light Shaper.
Oh.
Souvenir shop. I think he's gonna get too
tight.
close. I think Light Shaper's gonna hear him.
Nope, he's gonna round this corner. Pop him right in the butt. Oh, if he checks his tablet though, that's gonna give him away. But he's about to peek it.
Seen him. He's seen him.
Catches him.
Yep.
They're
That's
now
big.
aware of this change.
They have to rotate. They have to rotate. Hellfire has to move. Hellfire.
Yeah, he's catching on to that. If they had left Will back in the south to watch for that rotation, that would have been a good pick.
I feel like that would have been a better option. It's so easy to say that from Caster Vision.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, Hailfire coming out on top. Mad Outdoors needs to be ready for this refag, but he wasn't. That's really dangerous. Now to a 1v2.
Yeah, having a pincer on this objective would be really nice. Hailfire won't be able to hear anything with that smoke. He's thinking someone's capping him there. Matt knows exactly where he is. Just pop that window. Pop that window map. Okay, so there's only a couple of positions Milkman can be. Far east end and far west end would be the
The
common
beep comes
ones.
out.
Milkman checking it? He is checking it very well. It's going to be hard for Matt.
Oh, he's looking for it. Milkman's laser just crossed from here. He didn't see him though.
Matt thinks he's in the other position.
Yep.
7.
Oh,
If he got on that, it would have been over. Milkman's
Yeah.
just tucked in. That was it.
Unfortunate. Mad Outdoors lets out a long sigh. Man, that was close. That could have gone either way. If Will had stayed, that would have been a very different round and just gone for a pinch instead of off of each other.
I know there's times you want to clear things together, but this
They were
objective,
scared.
I think,
They didn't want to go by
very-
themselves.
Very pincer.
Oh. And
I feel like
now-
with 3.5 minutes remaining, someone getting all the way around to the northeast, coming in through that east side, would have been really powerful.
Yep. I expected a much longer rotation. Now we're gonna see a lot of smokes in this courtyard from Ember for sure.
Yes, Ember are very conversant with the smoke.
Quokka's just inching to run into that objective courtyard right now. Intent. He's just waiting.
I've only got 2. I need a third. Must cap every map.
It's important. Mad Outdoors with the 11 kills. Doing work. Definitely making up for the lack of a 5th player.
It's a lot of kills.
Putting in the work. He deserves a cookie, Doctor. Get this man a cookie. Going into the next round.
And
I got a
North
schedule
Spawn.
to fix it 2 weeks later.
Will, is that true?
No, that's not true.
I feel like maybe this is a better spawn for attack, because you got more opportunity to surround the objective. It's a little bit harder to get south control, but with only 4 defenders up, I think this is a better attacking spawn.
The offense opting to spread out in the east with one far west. Light Shaper. Gonna be the wild card here. Quokka doing the
Quokka, yep.
Quokka things.
He's found his line, he knows his way onto objective, and they might not be ready for it. They
He's
really
breaching.
might not be ready for it. Esco's watching. Esco's not watching.
Esco's
Quokka
watching.
might have to shoot. He's watching, okay. And Will should be able to react onto it. Oh, because Quokka's going to have to take a shot.
Oh, how did she not see him? Oh, it's so dark. Now she's firing though. A little late. Oh, and she gets him.
Confirm. Esco, confirm it.
Oh no. No confirm coming out. Pino laying right on objective. Will get switch. Quokka's still not confirmed though.
Ooh, Aqua's not going to be happy.
Mad
Aqua
Outdoors
is
catches
already,
Hailfire.
already not happy about the lack of confirmation shots.
So, it's
And that's
2.
2.
2 up to
There
be
it is.
revived. There's a confirm.
Will gets
Milkman
Mad Outdoors
gets Pino.
gets-
Milkman is in. Esco stops it though.
Milkman is out. Hey, Light Shaper. No pressure, buddy.
All the way in the back now.
This is the point where you look at your
What's
tablet
going
and
on?
go, oh, he's stuck. Is he stuck? Oh no.
What the fuck?
This is the point where you go, why did all of my teammates run in and die before I got there?
You
What
do
the
that
heck,
classic
guys?
little turn. You turn with the tablet where you're like, oh, what?
This map suddenly feels a
there's
lot more
there's
lonely.
There's no dots on my map. What?
Alone again.
I'm amazed this could come down for a 3-3 again.
Once again.
Damn it.
Light Shaper not happy about the position they're in right now.
Oh man, I missed it. I'm far enough away to be out of audio.
Is Light Shaper
He's just
a
hoping
female?
for a no idea.
I like it.
This is where Dark Matter with 3 up, 3v1 should just be tucked. Watching objective, and I think they are doing it quite well.
Light Shaper. Really looking for rotations, but Dark Matter's doing a great job at holding.
The problem is Lightshape was so far away that he doesn't know where the shots have come from to get the kills.
Nope. Not a clue.
If that
Hellfire got a
Eastern
couple.
attack,
Hellfire got a couple call-outs out before he died, though. So I'm just not sure how many he was able to call out. I think Light Shaper knows where Mad Outdoors is, though.
if that Eastern attack had just held a bit longer, I feel like, especially once they got into that, I don't actually know what you call this room. I'm gonna see whether it's got a sign on the outside. Souvenir / general store / pawn shop.
A long
On
call
camera
out.
too. Yeah, if they'd gotten inside there and then just held for their other attackers to come in, force the defenders to dig him out.
Just under 2 minutes. At this point, Light Shaper knows they're all tucked in right on it, with the exception of Matt.
Doesn't look like he's going to get free kills. It's going to be all on him.
Going for that peek. Oh! You might not see Will through that.
Ooh,
I'm getting
Will
some
has
occlusion.
put himself on the wrong side right there.
Yeah, I got occlusion when I tried to look through, so Light Shaper might have as well. Otherwise, they should have seen her. Unfortunate.
This is where you just tuck in, have your person who can see objective, so have Will be the most exposed player, and have the other ones ready to ambush once they take shots on Will. So Esco should just be tucked. Mad Outdoors probably should be a little bit closer now, but with 2 up on objectives, probably okay.
If
Esco
Light
should
Shaper
just
gets
tuck.
a kill. I think Light Shaper's gonna try for the cap right here. Oh, the smoke comes out.
Gateway position.
Yep.
There it is.
Esco with the verticality.
Giggity, 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 giggity.
Down to a 3-3 once again. Wow.
This is tweet.
The most possible amount of rounds for a match.
No.
No? 3? Oh, there were some caps. You're right. There were some caps. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I can math, but James can math better.
Alright. Attacking centric objective? Ember will have... Was it Ember? I feel like Ember might have nightmares about this objective. I think it is the one which they were up on us 3-0, 3-1
Wow.
maybe. And this was the one where we came back, the last one to come back.
I managed to break my caster screen for a second. But we're back. I was afraid I was crashing. So I clicked Control 0 and minus at the same time, fat fingered it, and yeah, don't do that. That's a bad idea. Alright, take a
What's
quick
one
look
here
at this leaderboard again. Let's go with
That's
the 8
moved
vert.
up a bit more. So Will got 2 in that last round. Matt got 1. Esco must have got a couple as well, I think.
Coming in. Round number 7. 6?
Whoa,
7.
whoa. Alright, they got the south spawn.
Let's go. What a spawn to get, too.
Ooh, readjustment of tactics right there.
Like I normally do.
When
That's where
you
Will is
load
gonna
it
go,
and
but
someone
okay.
just goes, "Why don't we
Oh,
just?"
no,
and
wait,
it results in a
I
change
wasn't
of
gonna go there.
tactic.
I
I
was
was
just gonna
sort
go
of like,
in
"Oh,
a general
okay."
direction. It's all yours.
Usually that doesn't end well.
Hmm. Hey guys, I got this idea. Why don't we just? No, 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 no.
No, no, no.
Come on, head load there.
That
I have been
outdoors
very
going for
guilty of
this
doing
early
that, though.
position. James needing to take his own advice. Shots come out. Onto nothing. Ooh, Matt Outdoors almost catches. Oh, but he ends up getting Quokka. Matt Outdoors was ready for that push. And the confirm. Doctor's going to be happy to see that one. Beautiful confirm. You know, playing the back man a little bit here in the middle of market. We see this attack going for a little half moon crescent, trying to cut off the map. If they had a 5th player, would be nice to have in the far north. Shots from Light Shaper. It's weird. Looking for Esco. Esco with the smoke.
I'm not sure what Matt and Will are adding to the equation right now. They need to get into a position to support. Will is trying to look at a line through to blue. Yeah, well, what we call blue, which is this sort of these lot of buildings just to the east of the objective.
You're above me. Stand by.
Yep, yep, yep.
Alleyway has a blue kind of tint to it.
Really nice frag by Light Shape on a very common position. However, the attacker had actually rotated back out of there. Light Shape is now going to be distracted by that position, though.
Hellfire and Matt very close to each other now.
If they pick Hailfire, the push straight in from the east onto objective is definitely on.
This is where the next engagement most likely to happen. Will clearing out through blue room. Or blue alley. Oh, the nade. Just a little
It was a check grenade, wasn't it, of that position?
Bino pushing in. Oh, and
Milkman.
Milkman saving Hailfire. That outdoors not in a good position for the refrag. That was important.
Big pick in 2 ways because they don't know that Hailfire's there either.
Nope.
Because he didn't do a shot.
Will's going to be having to cross this line here in a second. Hailfire. Lots of information from Matt Outdoors, but hasn't called him out. If I were Hailfire, I'd be calling him out. Light Shaper picks off Esco. Trying to make the
It was
cross.
looking promising. Falling apart a little bit. Oh, big pick.
Yeah,
That was important.
got Matt.
Hailfire should have
That
really
is-
called out Matt.
Milkman Hailfire working as a pair here. Critical.
Crucial.
Picking the north. Picking the north.
Oh.
Boom. This is the north crossing right here. Oh, Hellfire adjusts. Perfect adjustment. If Matt had just crossed to the far north, that would have been open down onto objective.
Down to Will. Aiming to take at least one map. Oh, brings it to a 1-1. Picking off milk.
Knows exactly where Hailfire is as well. Hailfire shot from there previously, with
Yep.
Will right next to them.
As she makes a call out to nobody, realizing she's last up.
Check your tablet. Yeah.
Knows now.
Took a shot in the north. I think it was just a shot to make Hailfire panic. Hailfire should be panicking.
Yeah, he's staying rather calm. He's rather sure of himself that he has this handled.
Has he heard Will? It's a lot of noise.
Did earlier, not now.
Come on, Will, run for that south. Get that south cross. That's what the distraction was for.
Hellfire's already rotated.
The other option there, which Will could have gone for, is just holding that cross back to objective. Knew Hailfire was going to have to cross at some point. Distraction shot and then just hold. No
Like
defender
she's
is going to
thinking
stay.
of that now.
Yeah, no defender's
Late.
going to stay on that eastern block of buildings for a whole minute. They're getting way too much panic levels.
Oh, Hellfire. Gonna have
Will
to run
probably
around
heard.
back. Will. And
There it
Dark
is.
Matter. Take a map. Will coming out on top.
I feel like Will's punishment for that cap has been lessened by Aqua now.
Wow. All three maps.
Really hard. I hate defending that objective, last man. You just can't cover all the cap points. You get lucky if you happen to hold the line which they choose, you can win, or you can get capped on. So you either got an option just to try for the luck approach, or you have to be rotating around, in which case you're more likely to just get picked, but less likely to get capped on.
Wow. Crazy rounds we saw out of this match. 4-3, 4-3, 3-4.
Would love to see a rematch with, either Aqua or Zucchini there.
Oh, yes. A proper 5v5. Man. Crazy.
Looking
crazy
really promising
rounds.
for the new season.
I can't wait. Which, do we have an estimation?
There is an announcement in the works. There is an estimation.
I guess we can
However,
wait.
I am not at liberty to say, unfortunately. Expect something
Unfortunate.
shortly. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Ember coming out on top. 2 out of 3 maps. Dark Matter holding their own, though. Only 4v5ing. Wow. Very explosive rounds. But that concludes our match for tonight. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And thank you, James, for being my co-caster. And
No, thanks for letting me come along. I really enjoyed it.
helping me make fun of Mono.
Well, that's a given.
All right. GG's to both teams. Thanks again.
Yeah. Thanks, everyone.
And we're off.
sound so angry? That's not anger, man. That's passion. Oh, okay. Hey, I've been meaning to ask you. Why do you always sound so angry? The part of music. I'm a huge fan. That's not anger, man. Like, that's passion. I'm a huge fan. I like the part of music. I think it's all good. Like, but why do you always sound so angry? Angry? That's not anger, man. That's passion.